What if I told you that the President of the United States just gave you a roadmap to potentially multiply your wealth in the next 12 months? What if everything you're seeing in the news right now, all the chaos, all the controversy, all the political drama, is actually a smokescreen hiding the biggest wealth transfer opportunity of this decade? Donald Trump just told Americans to buy stocks in 2026, and if you ignore this message, you might be making the biggest financial mistake of your life. But here's what nobody else is telling you about why this matters so much right now. Let me be absolutely clear about something. This has nothing to do with whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. This has nothing to do with your political beliefs. This is about cold hard cash and understanding what's happening behind the scenes in Washington that could either make you incredibly wealthy or leave you broke and bitter while everyone around you cashes in. Trump isn't just casually suggesting people buy stocks. He's basically screaming it from the rooftops, and there's a very specific reason why. Right now, as we speak, there's a complete economic overhaul happening in America. We're talking about massive corporate tax cuts that are putting billions of dollars back into company coffers. We're talking about regulations being demolished across banking, energy, manufacturing, and technology. We're talking about trade policies being rewritten to favor American businesses. And here's the critical part that most people are completely missing. All of this money, all of these advantages, all of these policy changes, they don't just disappear into thin air. They flow directly into corporate profits. And when corporate profits explode, stock prices follow. It's not magic. It's not luck. It's basic economics. But why 2026 specifically? Why not right now? This is where it gets really interesting. Most of Trump's major policies are being implemented throughout 2025. Tax reforms take months to pass through Congress. Deregulation requires time to actually take effect. Trade deals need to be negotiated and ratified. What Trump understands that most people don't is that there's a lag time between policy implementation and economic results. By 2026, all of these changes will have had time to work their way through the system. Companies will have had time to restructure, to reinvest, to maximize their advantages under the new rules. That's when you're going to see earnings reports that blow expectations out of the water. That's when stock prices could potentially skyrocket. Now here's the genius part that nobody's talking about. Trump is a master of market psychology. He knows that markets don't just move on fundamentals. They move on emotion, on confidence, on belief. When the President of the United States stands up and tells the world that America is going to dominate economically, that stocks are going to surge, that prosperity is coming, something powerful happens. Investors start believing it. And when investors believe something is going to happen, they put their money where their mouth is. They start buying. And when millions of people start buying, prices actually do go up. Trump is creating a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you can either ride that wave or get crushed by it. Let's talk about where the real money is going to be made. Trump's focus areas are crystal clear. American energy production, particularly oil and gas. Defense and military contractors. Infrastructure and construction companies. Manufacturing businesses bringing jobs back to America. Technology companies freed from regulatory constraints. These aren't random sectors. These are strategic plays that align perfectly with his policy agenda. If you're smart, you're not just throwing money randomly at the market. You're targeting the exact industries that are being set up for explosive growth. But I need to give you the real talk right now because this is important. Anytime there's this much hype, this much optimism, this much excitement around the market, you need to be careful. Markets don't go straight up forever. There will be corrections. There will be pullbacks. There will be moments of panic. You need to invest intelligently, not emotionally. You need to understand what you're buying and why. You need to have a plan for taking profits and cutting losses. The bottom line is this. Trump just handed you a potential blueprint for building serious wealth in 2026. He's telling you exactly when to buy, and his policies are setting up exactly why prices could surge. Whether you take advantage of this opportunity or ignore it is completely up to you. But years from now, you'll either look back at this moment as the time you made one of your smartest financial decisions, or you'll kick yourself for missing what was right in front of you.